Hello, EABH community, from my home to yours. Today marks 2 full weeks of EABH Online. We are very proud to have been able to offer distance learning and would like to take this moment to thank and congratulate all of our community members for coming together in challenging and unprecedented times. Our teachers have been working extremely hard, evolving new ways of teaching and flexibly adapting to ensure that we provide continuous learning for our students. The work behind the scenes is more than meets the eye, but I have to admit that it's your support and encouragement that is nourishing us to keep doing what is best for our children. As of now, we have been informed that school will close indefinitely. We do not know when school will reopen. Until then, we are committed to working hard to bring school to your home with EABH Online Learning. The EABH Online Education Plan, or Plano de Ensino, will be uploaded to the school website after it's been translated into Portuguese. Just like our teachers, we miss seeing our students as much as your children miss seeing their teachers and playing with their friends. We believe that social distancing is more important than ever when social distancing is the new norm. Our business is education, but our priority is the well-being of our students. We want to preserve our homeschool connection and use technology to leverage this effort. While we are at home helping to flatten the curve, we are all on a steep learning curve as educators and as parents. We are a community of learners, and it's impressive to witness how we are moving away from our comfort zone to reach new understanding. Distance learning will never replace face-to-face learning, and more than ever, we are reminded of the importance of school and social interaction. Screen time can never be equated to class time. The approach to teaching and learning online needs to be adapted and modified to produce good results. That is why we are conducting weekly surveys with our parents to check in on our progress so that we could adjust our approach as we move forward together. The nature of education is more qualitative than it is quantitative. Our children don't grow by the amount of information fed to them. They learn from the sum of experiences provided for them. So please be assured that any gap in learning will be addressed when we return to school. This reinforcement is a natural part of our routine when students return to school after any long holidays. In light of all the changes we are facing, we have positive news to share with you. Brazil's Ministry of Education has approved distance learning as the equivalent to classroom learning during school closure. Unlike most schools in Brazil, we have already completed 3/4 of our academic year. This means that students who remain enrolled for the remaining quarter, complete the required work, and pass their courses will matriculate to the next grade level. If you are a graduating senior, you will receive both the Brazilian and American diplomas. And if you are enrolled in the College Board AP or the Advanced Placement courses, you will be eligible to take the AP exams. As a new normal takes hold, I want to acknowledge this pandemic is not only a public health crisis, but a financial one. The EABH Board of Directors and I understand that this situation can lead to economic uncertainty. It is important to underscore that EABH is a non-profit international school. EABH operates day-to-day entirely on the funds it receives from tuition. As most schools, our operating expenditures are largely personnel related. EABH is a non-profit school. This means that all of our revenues are invested directly into the school. 80% of our operating costs fund personnel-related salaries and benefits, and 20% covers other operating costs, which include professional development, technology equipment and applications, as well as infrastructural upgrades for electricity and internet. It is these ongoing investments that have positioned us to be 21st century ready school and have allowed us to swiftly transition to distance learning. We have the equipment and resources to provide the structure for online learning, and our teachers and students already have the skills and familiarity of technology integrated learning. We are also an international school. EABH is accredited by multiple accrediting agencies and inherits many program and membership fees that are subject to US dollars and euros. Textbooks and educational resources are purchased and imported from the United States. We also work hard to recruit the best teachers around the world and do our best to retain them. This is what makes EABH different from all other schools in town. Please remember, we don't charge our parents a separate fee for meals, materials, or money exchange. We work with an annual budget that is approved ahead of the working year. The budget is committed to paying all of our employees, including our support staff, many of whom depend on their month-to-month paycheck and do not have a financial safety net to weather such a crisis without continuous employment. They are also members of our EABH village. School closure is mandated by the authorities, and we must abide by the laws which were put in place to protect our children, our families, and our staff. What is also beyond our control are the additional impacts unforeseen. Our annual budget is always planned in a conservative and conscientious manner so as to not pass on high costs to our parents. To get our EABH online learning off the ground, we invested in more technology and HR costs. The exchange rate has also reached an all-time high. We recognize that some of our EABH families may be experiencing real financial hardships due to this pandemic. I invite you to contact me directly should you be undergoing economic hardship. While our tuition has already been accounted for and our governance complies with guidelines established by regulatory agencies like Senecon, we value all members of our community, and our wish is to keep our community intact. For more than 6 decades, EABH has weathered multiple crises, including the H1N1 pandemic and the financial global crisis. EABH has not only survived, but thrived over the years with solidarity, collaboration, and admirable generosity. We are working hard to ensure we are responsive to our families while stewarding our financial resources for the long term. I appreciate your trust in us and your continuous words of encouragement. We will come through this moment as a stronger and more united community. Thank you. Please stay safe, and I sincerely look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.